I'm also tightening at the same time. It's quite difficult, okay? I'll get back with you.
This video repair series covers a fully detailed and technical process of changing a blown head gasket on a Toyota Fortuner. For the 2TR gas engine, there is no current detailed video on YouTube or online for that matter, as of now. These videos will be a multi-part series that covers all the aspects of the procedure of doing this job from beginning to the end. Enjoy our hard work. Thanks for watching.
Okay guys, now we're going to torque the steering rack. This is the big bolt, and according to the Haynes manual, it's 89 foot-pounds. I tend to agree with that. A lot of discrepancies online, and 89 sounds fine. Get in there, baby. Oh. Alright, this is going to be a lot of fun. Be a wrestling match. "96 foot-pounds or 129 newton meters. Okay, the second one's right here. Don't forget to use a vice grip for the top part of the bolt. Now, the reason why I put the bolt going down like this, okay, it's in case the nut comes off at the bottom, the bolt is still holding the power steering unit on, okay? Safe way to do it. If you do it the reverse with the bolt coming from the bottom and the nut on the top, then the whole bolt's gonna come off and you're gonna crash, okay? That's why I do that. That's experience. Okay, it's set to 120. Woo! A nice guy. He honked before he ran my legs over. Okay, we're going to put the oil filter on first. For those of you in Southeast Asia, you're going to be using a Vic C111 oil filter for this 2TR 4-cylinder. Okay. And as you remember, for all my engines, that goes for all of you, always put oil in here before you put it back up in there. Okay, then you get the oil here, then you put it around the bushing, and then you can install it. Doesn't matter which side the gasket goes on, okay? It's good no matter what side. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a little motorcycle trick. Motorcycle trick, okay? Now, on a motorcycle, the exhaust has a lot of vibration, so even if you put an embossed gasket like this, it will leak eventually. So to prevent that, we put our TV on it, just like what I'm about to do here. You put it on both sides just a little bit. What happens is when the RTV hardens, it creates a nice leak-free seal. And you don't want to start the engine before this hardens, so wait a couple hours. I don't recommend doing this, but since I don't have the correct gasket at this time, and this one seems perfectly fine, we're going to do it in this application. I don't have the benefit of going to AutoZone or O'Reilly's over here where I'm at, so I have to make do with what I have. I'm sure you guys can understand that. Gently, and then like that. thing down. And the second one. I gotta thank the guy who invented the gear wrench. He is a lifesaver. Okay guys, you see the little wrench now? Okay, here's the back of the intake. As you can see, very little room to swing the wrench, that's why I have to use that. And you can see the wrench from here, right? Now you know why I need one of those little wrenches over there. Yeah. Okay. This will take all. Fuel rail. gonna place this piece of shit with this new one, okay? It's the only time that you use this Teflon tape is with water-based plumbing type thing going on, okay? Any other thing on a car, you do not use Teflon tape, okay? Okay, and you install it and it should be done. So I just want to tell you guys that today's oil is sponsored by Coca-Cola, okay? Always Coca-Cola. Even your car needs to get it. If your car gets it, it's happy. Guys, it's okay to mix your oil. As you saw the condition of the engine earlier, it's not a problem as long as you change your oil often. Like what we do with this engine is every 90 days. This oil is out. Filter too. Drive your car forever if you follow my advice. Transmission fluid change every year. Oil change every 90 days. Since this crank only has 2 bolts, we're going to use 2 bolts only. Put the bottom one in first, and then you slide this. See that? Slide it over the bolt. just thread it in a little bit. Okay. Then turn it if you can. Compression's pretty high in this motor. Okay. Put the other bolt in. You should be able to feel it. If you don't, use a flashlight. Or breaker bar on top of this extension, as you can see here. Okay. Lay it up against a part of the frame where you're not going to get any damage. As you see where I got it on the frame. Okay. And then you hook it up to this baby. Okay, like that. She's nice and tight. You're gonna put your nut in. No, there isn't any room, so just use the socket. Should be fine. Half onion only. Brand new. Because I didn't trust the other one, it might have had a hole in it. And sometimes you have a situation where your water bottle has a hole in it and you don't know. Because the hole only manifests itself when hot water goes into the water bottle. So you never know, and it just poops it out a little at a time. Next thing you know, your car is using coolant. Car using coolant, maybe a little water every couple of weeks or something is normal. When I talk about a little water, I'm talking about like a cup full. Not an entire gallon, okay guys? For now. And once I found out the radiator is not leaking, then we're gonna do coolant. Still not running good. There's something not connected, and I don't know what it is. Okay, so the Toyota was scanned because this thing would not run no matter what. So I wanted to find out what I did not connect or disconnected, and then come to find out, as you can see, we got some trouble codes here, DTCs. So it detected a O2 sensor not connected, as you can see there, and also coolant temperature sensor low, which is normal because the engine hasn't started yet, and probably hasn't added that sensor to the system. And then of course I already knew about the one at the very bottom, the SRS airbag situation. I have to reset that. So that's what I found on this thing. No matter what I use, no matter what scanner I use, it would not pick this up because this car runs off MOBD protocol. That's MOBD, in case you guys want to run into or want to diagnose one of your Land Cruisers or Toyota Tacoma running the MOBD protocol, which is an earlier precursor to OBD2. Okay, this scanner will do it. This Launch CP123, I think it's called. CP123, yeah. Okay, so now you guys know. So I have to go and come to find out, I forgot to connect the O2 sensor, and then when I did, the connector disintegrated, so I have to get a new connector, and then this thing should be a wrap. But from here, I can see it's not leaking coolant, nor is it leaking oil after I did all of those repairs. And I consider this a pretty successful repair. So, okay guys, I still got an issue with this thing. Don't know what it is, gonna find out. Here we go. Oh my god, I just put that brand new coolant temperature sensor in there. 0117.
So apparently when I bought the so-called new sensor, it wasn't good enough. It was actually worse than the old one. So what I did, I went ahead and got the factory one from the Toyota dealership, which cost me almost $200. It's the size of your pinky, and it cost me almost $200. So I installed that, and we're going to see what happens.
And what is that? B1801 open driver squib circuit airbag? Okay, we're going to find out what that is. ECU controls the detonator for airbag inflation when the crash sensor detected. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's check the data stream. Then it's gonna die again. Oh, it's shaking. That was the seat. Okay, open in driver circuit. Well, at least this time I can rev it. Oop, I almost revved it. It's running a little bit better. I think this thing needs to be driven, so we'll see what happens. Hold on. Okay, I cleared the SRS. I still have a P0117 coolant temperature sensor, low input. A lot of times when you order a part for a car, even a brand new part like I did this one, it's not going to be compatible with the ECU, okay? Because it was made in 2023, and then this car was made in 2005. So a lot of times it won't be compatible, and this looks like it's one of the issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the old, see if I can clear the, I'm going to put the old unit back in this car. It won't clear it because it detects it's not good. Must be a resistance issue, different resistance to this sensor versus the stock one. Alright guys, so I'm going to go and remove this and put the old one back in and see what happens to it. But we did solve the O2 sensor problem. I did get the proper wiring and it is wired properly, thank fricking God. And I blew a fuse in the fuel injector circuit. I replaced that, that's good. And now it idles too low. Idles okay, but idles too low, that's the problem. So I'll get back with you in a minute. So after installing the old temperature control sensor, coolant temperature sensor, it still was having issues, and as you can see in this next clip, I'll show you what the issues were. It's having a really high temperature reading, which means a resistance issue. So this is what I did to try and fix it. I decided to get the brand new one from the dealership and install that instead in its place. See what it says. Okay, and 284 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that's why. It's too high. See the graph. It's way off. As you can see on my graph on the scanner, the sensor is non-responsive, meaning the sensor was dead. Way off. So now we know what it is, folks. Cool thing is the engine is running super cold now. See it right there? Before it used to be a little bit halfway. And I also have no engine leak, so I'm happy about that. Alright, I'll get back with you guys once I change this coolant temperature sensor.
Attention advertisers and potential sponsors. You're just a short email or contact from placing your ads with us. We can surely accommodate your company and increase your bottom line by showing our audience your wonderful products available for purchase. The products are not used or kept by us, but rather be given away to our audience for free, further increasing exposure of your product to more and more new subscribers, further increasing your chance of a sale here or in our secondary campaign by attracting new clients or subscribers attracted to your product given away by a raffle. It's a win-win for BBG Cars and your company.